Now here's the deal. If you're creative, as in if your job is to produce content for people and you're not being paid a living wage wherever you live, you can make more money by working for yourself. All right. Hey guys, it's Shane. I'm a DP and cinematographer here in Southern California. I want to talk to you guys today about why you should be self-employed. Now, if you're a creative person and you do like graphic design, or you do photography, or you do video production, or you do some kind of a trade that really involves your creative skills, then you should be self-employed. Oh, Pepper, hey. Pepper, come here, come here. Hey there. My dog Pepper just showed up. Pepper, come say hi. Come here, come here. Ah. Oh, my dog Pepper, everybody, hello. Ah. Oh my gosh. Oh, Pepper, thank you, thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Yeah, you can make more money being a freelancer or a self-employed person. So for example, here in San Diego where I live, a lot of videographer jobs, full-time positions, will pay anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a year. And here's the deal. As a freelancer, self-employed person myself, doing random jobs, working for whoever will pay me, I made twice that amount of money. And that's just doing random jobs. And yes, it is an up and down salary. Like I would make 12 grand one month, then I'd make 3 grand one month, and then I'd make 10 grand one month. It's really up and down. It's stressful. And in a lot of ways, I don't recommend it if you need stable income. But even the caveat with that is, if you can build up some savings, like 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses, then you're gonna have way easier time with those up and down. So when my wife and I moved here to San Diego, we had probably about 2 to 3 months of expenses saved. And that's when I decided to go full-time freelance. Now we basically had a free place to stay for those first 6 months. So a lot of people don't get that. But the way around it is, if you can hustle and build up some savings, then that can be your opportunity to quit your job and go full-time freelance. Now, obviously don't quit if you haven't started freelancing. You need a good amount of reps freelancing before you quit your job. Now, my wife and I, we moved here cold turkey to San Diego, and I started freelancing right away. And it took me about 6 to 8 months to build up a living wage. Now, a living wage here in San Diego is at least 50 to 60 grand. I'm just tired of seeing all these jobs, these corporations, these agencies, these production companies, creating jobs for people like us, creatives, that pay so little compared to what you can make if you do it on your own. Now, yes, they're giving you that guaranteed income, but they're also capping your income. So yeah, you might get a check for 4 grand or 5 grand a month, but you don't have the opportunity to make 10 grand or 15 grand. You're also not building your own business. You're essentially paying somebody else's mortgage if you're working for somebody else. You're building their house. Whereas if you build your own company and start your own thing, you could actually build equity in that and sell that someday if you move, or you decide you want to do something else, or you could have somebody else staff it and operate it for you if you decide you want to build a new business. Starting your own business is the same thing as building your own wealth. You work for somebody else's company, you're building their wealth. Now, if you find an amazing company you want to work for, you are not interested in building your own business, they pay you a living wage, you're able to save, you're able to invest, you're able to give, that's awesome. Work for them. To be honest, I actually wouldn't mind that myself. I actually didn't necessarily want to be my own business owner. Like, running a business is stressful. I don't love being the visionary leader who decides what we're gonna do. For me, this was very much a necessary evil. Having to start my own business, having to make cold calls and make sales pitches and talk to people and find my own work, like that wasn't ideal to me. The reason why I started my own business was because I wasn't able to make enough money working for somebody else to pay all the bills and to build wealth. Now, of course, like I mentioned, there's still lots of ups and downs, but at least I'm still building my own thing. And here's another thing to think about. Plane. These damn planes, man. They land sometimes at night, they'll land like every 2 or 3 minutes, and it'll keep going for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And so when I'm filming these videos, I have to stop and I have to wait for these planes to fly by. Yeah, it only takes about 10 or 15 seconds, so I shouldn't complain. But if I'm in the middle of a thought and they fly over, then I'm screwed and I have to start over and remember what I was saying. So anyways, rant over. Here's another thing to think about. People say that you have a stable income when you have a traditional W-2 job working for somebody else. But here's the deal. If you're a freelancer and you're self-employed, you have many clients. You have 10 clients, you have 15 clients, you have 20 clients. If one of them decides to stop working for you, you're out 10%, 5%, 2.5%. Conversely, if you have a traditional 9-to-5 job and you're working for somebody else and they decide they don't want to work with you anymore, guess what? You're out 100% of your income. So it's not as safe as you think. Those traditional 9-to-5 jobs want to sell consistency and security to you. But the reality is they can fire you or let you go whenever they want to. And you would be out 100% of your income. Whereas if you're self-employed, building your own business, or you're a freelancer, you're only going to be out 5 or 10% tops if one person decides they don't want to work for you anymore. Where there is true financial security is where there's savings, where there's wealth built up. It's when you have 5 or 10 or 15 grand or more in the bank account or in an investment account. That's true security. Having a W-2 9-to-5 job is not in and of itself security. Now, if that job is paying you above a living wage so you can save and you can build up that emergency fund, that's awesome. I don't know many people who have that kind of a job and are making more than enough. Most of those people who I know who are working those jobs are living check to check. So if you're a creative or you're some other kind of worker where you're essentially doing the job yourself, I would consider starting your own business. And maybe you start it on the side for now and you stay working at your job and you let it build until it needs more room to grow, and then you think about quitting. But I just want to tell you, if you are not being paid a living wage, you can make more doing your own thing. It's the great resignation, man. 2020, 2021, all this stuff that's been going on. People are realizing they don't have to work these dead-end crap shit jobs anymore. They can go do their own thing. And I want to encourage you, go do your own thing. Build your own career, build your own life, have vision for having wealth instead of just trying to make ends meet at some dead-end job. Now, again, just be wise about it. Don't quit your job if you got to pay the bills tomorrow. Don't quit your job if you have to pay the bills in 2 months and you don't have savings, okay? Like, be smart about it, but have some vision to grow your own wealth, to grow your own brand, to grow your own business. And don't just build somebody else's business for them. Build a business for you. Build your own wealth. It's never been easier to start your own business and make your own money these days. It's never been easier with the internet, with social media. Gary Vee says it all the time. It's so easy to get rich these days. Now for me, I'm not just trying to get rich. I really just want to be able to provide my family with everything they need. I want to be able to provide my family with a house. I want to be able to provide my kids with an education. I want to be able to drive decent cars that don't break down all the time. You really just can't pay for all those things for less than 100 grand a year here. That's just how it is. Like, you have to make 120, 150 grand in San Diego in order to pay for all those things. It's just an expensive place to live. And a lot of America is like that. It's not just San Diego. It's not just Southern California. There's a lot of really expensive places here in America. And we all just are having to find ways to make more money. So start that side hustle. Get it going. Don't waste another day. Do it. So that'll do it for me today, guys. Just a short and sweet video. I want to amp you up and fire you up. If it's been a vision of yours to start a business and you've just been working your dead-end job and you're sick of it, I would just encourage you, just start now. Start small. Start today and do it. Peace out, guys.